Hello everyone and welcome to Journey to World Class in 2x2 episode number 2. Firstly, I want to thank everybody for the support on the first video. I'm flabbergasted I was able to get over 100 views. I'm extremely happy. Thank you for the positive comments from my friends and from also people I've never met. And also I want to state a bit more why am I doing this. So firstly, I am doing this because I love 2x2. 2x2 is my favorite event by far. I love it the most and I only practice 2x2. Second of all, I'm also fascinated by how the top players solve 2x2, by their solution finding, by the amount of algs they know, and by how good they really are, and also by their turning, how fast they can turn, and how good they are, or even their pickups, they're amazing, but mostly their solutions. When I first started practicing 2x2, I fell in love with how you can just one look the cube and find a better solution, find a couple solutions, also mix the algs so you know there's a cancellation or something. And I was so fascinated by it, and I still am. That's why I chose 2x2 as my main event. And also, I'm doing this for myself. I'm not another Brandon True yapping copy. I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing not the views. I'm doing this for myself. I enjoy 2x2. That's why I picked 2x2, and I'm not going to quit. I already dedicated hours into 2x2, a lot last year, and also at the beginning of this year without recording any videos. So I'm doing this for myself and also for you if you want to learn something from me, but I am not doing this for the views. Okay, so let's move on to the video. So what is my next competition? My next competition is Cube Factory Rogov 2026, which is next weekend, and I'm going to have 2 rounds of 2x2 and also some rounds of 3x3. Also, I will only have 2 rounds of 2x2 if I make it to the final, but I'm hoping I'm going to make it because I'm 9th in the spreadsheet, the psych sheet, and there's 12 people making the 2x2 final. So maybe if I mess up a ton, I will not make it into the final. Okay, so what did I do this week and what are my goals for my next competition? So firstly, I learned a lot of algs and practiced a lot of algs this week. I spent around 2.5 hours this week, probably a bit more. Next week I will plan to record my practice sessions more clearly. I will look at the time when I'm done and also when I start, so I can give you a more correct estimate, not a estimation that I think that it's around that area. What algs I was practicing LS1, LS2, and also I think even TCLL to see if I still remember all of them. I practiced LS2, meaning I also learned 2 subsets. I started learning the first subset on Monday. So when you saw my first video, I already knew I'm pretty sure 1.5 subsets because I learned one subset. I learned one subset on Saturday, and then I learned the second subset on Monday, and then I learned the third subset on Wednesday or something like that. And in general, my goal for this challenge or for this journey is going to be to learn approximately 1 group of LS or of any alg set a week, and also maybe if I will have more free time, a bit more, or maybe sometimes a bit less if it's exam season or something like that, but probably I'm going to learn at least 1 set per week. Also, I did around 4 to 5 hours of souls, maybe a bit more, and I'm pretty sure a bit more, but I cannot tell you what averages I got because I would constantly delete my sessions because my turning was horrible. So as you can see, probably the main focus on this video is turning, as the title can state and also as the thumbnail shows, because my turning is horrible and I need to improve it. So the most amount of souls I had in a session was 20, and I couldn't have more souls in a session because I would constantly get pissed when I would get a low one, and then I would get a 2.2 and a 2.4, and I would be like, no way I'm going to have a 2.2 after doing 5 souls in a session. So I deleted all my solves, so I have no recorded solves. So next week I'm going to try to even brute force myself into doing a AO 100 so we can see some statistical improvement. And that's it. And also during those solves, I try to implement a technique which is used to improve your turning. So basically, the technique was stated in a video with Brandon True and Anthony Paterakis when they did the interview. This technique is that when you have a scramble 2x2, you make your turning faster, meaning you start with very slow turning. So when you first have your 2x2, you turn the cube extremely slowly, and then when you solve it and you don't lock up and you don't +2 and you don't DNF, you make your turning a bit faster. So then you turn a bit faster, right? And then when you're confident with the faster turning, you turn a lot faster. And this will help you find your perfect turning where you're very confident with your turning and you do not lock up. So this will help you to find the sweet spot for your turning, which you can use officially and also at home to have better globals. And also it will help you in generally to make your turning more consistent, because my turning is very good at its peak, but at its low it's also horrible. Once I had a period officially where I would average 3 seconds officially, and at home I would average around 1.7 to 1.6, but I couldn't turn. My turning was horrible. I would lock up every single turn. Now it's a bit better, but I still lock up a ton. In a second I will show you videos of my recent competition where I had the average, and we're also going to analyze the solves to see the mistakes I did. Even though I think my solutions were okay, and the main flaw of my solves was the TPS, meaning the lockups I had during my solves. And if not the lockups, this average could have probably been PR. Okay, so here's the average. Firstly, I'm going to show you the average, and then we're going to analyze the scrambles. I will probably put an image of the scrambles at the screen. So this first scramble was, I'm pretty sure, the second shortest of the scrambles, or the shortest. It was 12 moves, and it was a really good scramble, but I locked up on the first move and I messed up my pickup. On the second solve, as you can see, I also messed up my pickup, and it was a very spammy solution, but it was very risky. It had a lot of double turns. I'm going to show it to you in a sec. The third scramble was really nice. I was really mad that I messed it up because I messed up like the last 2 moves. And also I was trying to get a second sub 1 officially, and this scramble for sure could have been a sub 1. So I was very disappointed. And after the first 3 solves where I didn't perform very well, I knew I couldn't get PR. So I just tried to safety finals. So I just did the first solution I found. And the solution I did weren't the best, but also weren't the worst. So it was okay. And I made finals and I got a Puritan average, which is my 11th sub 2 average officially, which you can say I'm decently happy with. Okay, so here are the scrambles, and I'm going to put them on screen when I edit the video. So on the first scramble, the solution I did was doing, I misscrambled. The first solution, I did 4 moves into a really, really nice CL with no AUF. I could have I could have made the layer in this way, which would have gotten me a U2 AUF and also a U2 pre-AUF, but this would have made the solution a bit worse, so I decided to hold the face in front of me, but I locked up on the first few moves, and also my pickup wasn't great. This resulted in me not getting such a good time on this scramble, even though it was really good. And a better solution I found at home was doing this face, which is 1 move longer, but it has a way better flow, and it's to the same alg, so it's also very nice. On the second scramble, I found a very, very spammy solution, which is okay, and but the only flaw of it is that it has a lot of double moves. It's R, F prime, R prime U2, R U2, R2 F prime R F prime R U2 R prime U prime. So it's a cancel of a EG1. It cancels one move, or it doesn't cancel it. Like you can make your move longer, you can say. But there was a way better solution I could have done. Maybe not a way better, but a better. I was doing almost the same face, but on blue, which would result into me in getting F, sexy F prime with no AUF, which is way better. So this should have been the solution I should have done. Then on the third scramble, I'm pretty sure I did the best solution I could have found on the scramble in the 15 seconds of inspection. The solution I did was 2 moves into this really nice TCLL, which is basically you hold it from here and you do this trigger, and then you get this really nice LS2, which is basically F, R, F prime, R, U, R2. This was a really nice solution, and I locked up on the last 2 moves, so it's very unfortunate that I messed up. Then, as I said, on the next scramble, I didn't really care about the average, so I just did the first solution I found. The first solution I found was doing this face into this out, which isn't horrible, but it's okay. It was, I'm pretty sure, 16 moves, but a way better solution I could have done was doing U prime. And then, when you have 2 blocks which form a EG2 face, instead of doing the EG2 face, you can add the extra F2, which would result in you getting a CLL face. And actually, I would hold it right here. And then I would have done the CLL layer, and then I would have done the ALG, which was a really nice ALG, and this could have been a way better time. Then on the last solve, the solution I did was doing this really easy 3-move face on blue. This is okay, but a thing that I always check when I'm more locked in, because I wasn't very locked in, is also doing this face to have the bar at the back. And this would have resulted in me getting this case. This solution was 1 move longer, but this ALG is extremely spammy, and I really like it. I don't look up on it that much. I know I looked up right now, but normally I perform it very well. So this could have also been a low 1, or I don't know, a very good time. So please help me out. My turning is horrible, and if I want to become the best, I need to improve my turning. I have to have better turning, maybe not as good turning as Yihang, Theodor, or Sujan, or Olaf, or anyone, but I need to improve my turning to at least be stable 10 TPS, which I'm pretty sure is the, you can say, common standard for top rank 2x2 solvers. And even having better TPS would be great, because my peak TPS is way above 10 TPS, and I get solves that are 12, 13, 14, 15 TPS constantly. I get like 12 TPS almost every 5 solves. So my peak TPS is great, but because of the lockups, I cannot perform my peak TPS almost, I don't know, I cannot perform very well officially. And also at home, I lock up a ton, and I cannot have my peak TPS. Okay, so this was everything for today. Please help me out, so leave a comment down below to tell me what I can do to improve. And I hope you liked this video. If you want me if you want me to talk more than analyze my solves, because maybe it was a bit boring, the solve analysis, because it wasn't a really good average, then tell me and I'll talk more, or maybe I will analyze some world-class solves, so maybe I can learn from that. And if you want to sponsor me, or you have any questions for me, be sure to send me an email or just write to me in the comments. This was everything for today. Peace out. See you next week.